Hello knowledge seekers, today I'm going to teach you how to make basic GUI elements. The first thing you're going to need is a screen GUI. A screen GUI is the base. Open up the Explorer and one of the things you're going to see is Starter GUI. When you hover over that, press the plus button that shows up next to it. When you do, press Screen GUI. Then a Screen GUI will pop up in Starter GUI. The next thing you're going to need is a frame. A frame is a box that you can bind other GUI elements to. Now hover over the Screen GUI and press the plus button. Then click Frame. Select the frame you just made and open its properties. In its properties, there's a section called Data. In that section, there's position and size. In those values, there's X and Y, which is two things inside of them called offset and scale. Scale sets the X or Y or Y values compared to the screen size. So if you set the scale to 1 and X on X, its X value would be the X value of its container. If you set it to 0.5, it would be half the X value of its container. Next, you're going to need either an image button, a text box, a text button, an image label, or a text label. Depending on which one you want, I'll show you the times you need to skip to on the screen. If you want to learn all of it, just continue watching. Hover over the frame and press the plus button. Select the text label. Now open the properties of the text label you just created. The position and size are the same as a frame. There's a section called Text, and in that section is the properties of the text you want to display. Hover over the frame and press the plus button. Select the text box. A text box is like a text label, just you can change it what it says in game without code. Now open the properties of the text box you just created. The position and size are the same as a frame. There's a section called Text, and in that section is the properties of the text you want to display. Unlike the text label, the text value is slightly different, and there's two new values called placeholder text and placeholder color 3. The text value you input is what will initially show. The placeholder text value is what will show when there is nothing in the text value. The placeholder color 3 value is the color that the placeholder text is. Hover over the frame and press the plus button. Select the text button. A text button is like a text label, just it can be clicked and has a clicked event. Now open the properties of the text button you just created. The position and size are the same as a frame. There's a section called text, and in that section is the properties of the text you want to display. Now if you want your button to do something, you'll have to code it. Hover over your text button and press the plus button. Select local script. Now open the local script you just created and put in the code that is in the description labeled text button. Now your button will change the text that is displayed on it. Hover over the frame and press the plus button. Select image label. An image label is the same as a text label, just instead of text, it's an image. Now open the properties of the image label you just created. The position size are the same as a frame. There's a section called Image, and in that section is the properties of the image you want to display. The value called Image is the asset ID of the image you want to display. Hover over the frame and press the plus button. Select Image Button. An image button is like an image label, just it can be clicked and has a clicked event. Now open the properties of the image button you just created. The position and size are the same as a frame. There's a section called Image, and in that section is the properties of the image you want to display. The value called Image is the asset ID of the image you want to display. Hover image is the asset ID of the image you want to display while hovering over it. Now, if you want your button to do something, you'll have to code it. Hover over your image button and press the plus button. Select local script. Now open the local script you just created and put in the code that is in the description labeled image button. Now your button will change the image that is displayed on it. I hope this was helpful, and if it didn't make sense, at developer.roblox.com, there's tutorials that explain how to do this much better than I can. But be warned, I have noticed that some of the tutorials are outdated and won't work. Well, goodbye!